Top stories on the news at 7. Central Bank of Nigeria on nationwide assessment of compliance with policy on cashless transactions and redesign notes. Swiss Development Corporation and FAO on assessment of humanitarian interventions in Zabarmari community of Jere local government. Also tonight, British Council Managing Conflicts in Nigeria holds closeout program for interventions in Borno. Good evening and welcome to NTA Maiduguri News. Today, Friday, 20th January 2023, which is also the 26th of Jumada Thani 1444 after Hijrah. I am Umaru Kirawa. Borno State government has called on the Central Bank of Nigeria to create special window for Borno and other states confronted by security challenges in the new fiscal and financial policies. Governor Babagana Umar Zulum made the plea when delegation from the CBN led by the Director of Statistics, Dr. Mohammed Tumala, paid him a courtesy call as part of its official engagements in the state. Mohammed Goni completes the report.
The Central Bank of Nigeria sent delegation to all the states to sensitize the public on the newly redesigned Naira note and ensure compliance by commercial banks. Governor Babagana Umar Zulum, who described the redesigning of the Naira note and cashless policy as a welcome development, assured support of the state government to the delegation to enable it to succeed in its mission. He, however, noted the challenges associated with the time frame and availability of the new currencies. He added that only 2 out of the 27 local government areas have functional banks, while some communities that include Ran, headquarters of Kalabalge, are inaccessible owing to perennial flooding, compelling the residents to depend on border communities in Cameroon for their needs, and further regretted that such communities have since stopped accepting the old Naira notes.
There is a need for the CBN to do justice to this matter, especially to those of us that are in the fragile region, Borno, and indeed many states of the Federation.
Governor Zulum lamented that the state government no longer opposed to give out the cash support to those communities affected by security challenges due to the new policy, and also observed that access to network services and digital facilities remain a challenge to the citizenry, adding that most people do not have digital knowledge on the usage of ATM and other related facilities. The governor further charged the delegation to be fair and just in its submission and reflect all the issues raised. CBN Director of Finance and Statistics, Dr. Mohammed Tumala, highlighted their mission to the state, saying they have taught commercial banks and ATMs to ensure compliance and visited marketplaces for on-the-spot assessment of the situation and level of awareness. The leader of the delegation, who noted compliance and awareness of the new policy, said agents will be sent to those hard-to-reach local government areas who will be mandated to collect the old notes and deliver same to CBN and take the new notes to the communities within the stipulated period. The delegation appealed to the state government to provide security to the assigned agents and other logistics to ensure success of the exercise. In Maiduguri, Mohammed Goni, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Central Bank of Nigeria says January 2023 deadline for the use of old Naira notes remains sacrosanct. The Apex Bank confirmed this when a sensitization team from the national headquarters, led by the Director of Statistics, Dr. Mohammed Tumala, visited Maiduguri to assess compliance by banks and other financial outlets in Maiduguri. Iyamaji completes the report.
The Apex Bank visitation team to Borno visited commercial bank branches and ATM dispensing points within the Maiduguri metropolis, addressing banks managers in their offices and officials at ATM point. The team leader, Mohammed Musa Tumala, said they were on ground to inform the managers on the need to comply with the deadline and also to enlighten the citizens on the need to accept the new Naira currency of 200, 500 and 1,000 denominations. He said Apex Bank will give all the necessary support so that the new Naira note is available in circulation and commended the banks in compliance with the directives of the CBN.
The CBN branch here in Maiduguri will stand up and respond as usual. They have supply of new Naira notes, and they will be distributed, and the banks have been asked to come and pick the notes up from the Central Bank of Nigeria branch.
The team leader said plans are on by the CBN to visit rural areas before the deadline and ensure that all people are aware of the new redesigned notes. Meanwhile, a team led by Kerma Michelia visited the Maiduguri Monday market and enlightened traders on the need to use the e-banking, cashless policies, and the redesigned Naira notes. Others who spoke include representative of Maiduguri branch manager of CBN, Ahmed Gaidam, currency redesign officer, Mero Ali, and representative of Customer Protection Agency, Ahmed Shehu, charged the people to adhere on the usage of the new policy of CBN at all times. General Manager Maiduguri Monday Market, Barrister Mustapha Loskori, appreciated the bank management for taking the campaign to the market, adding that the sensitization will support compliance in Maiduguri. Iyamaji, NTA News.
And now talking about improvement in security, 34 youths have been apprehended within and outside Maiduguri by personnel of the Borno State Police Command for committing various criminal offences. The suspects were paraded before newsmen at the police headquarters in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. Abubakar Musa completes the report.
Some of the suspects confirming to journalists of being involved in the allegations leveled against them, ranging from cases of criminal intimidation and being in possession of dangerous weapons, rape, theft, culpable homicide and vandalization of government property, especially the Maiduguri gas plant emergency project, while reaffirming determination to nip every act of criminality in the bud, in line with the priority of the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba. Borno State Police Command says it will continue to intensify intelligence sharing and contemporary methodologies in achieving a crime-free society.
To ensure there's safety of lives and property. And those criminals that venture to go into criminality, I'm telling you that in Borno State they are not going to be spared.
The suspects, who were apprehended within 2 weeks in January 2023, are expected to be prosecuted upon completion of investigations. Meanwhile, Borno State Commissioner of Police, Abdul Umar, has addressed the 518 new constables deployed to Borno, where he charged them to operate within the rules of engagement, particularly in the area of crime prevention and control. In Maiduguri, Abubakar Musa, NTA News.
A delegation from the Swiss Development Corporation and Food and Agriculture Organization FAO team had conducted an assessment visit of intervention programs in Zabarmari community in Jere local government. The team was led by the humanitarian advisor to Embassy of Switzerland to Nigeria, Chad, Niger and ECOWAS, Nicholas Martin Achat. Kaigama Mustafa completes the report.
The visit to Borno by officials of the Swiss Agency for Development Cooperation was a performance assessment of its support program executed by UN Food and Agricultural Organization FAO. The humanitarian support covering over 8,000 households in Borno, Adamawa and Yobe states, coast across rain-fed and dry season farming, livestock and poultry support, vegetable gardening and fresh food butcher. The Swiss Embassy humanitarian advisor Nicholas Martin Achat and FAO representative Roberto Lang had first-hand assessment of level of progress in the intervention programs and how they are positively impacting on lives of people in Zabarmari and agrarian community. Mr. Nicholas Roberto were overwhelmed with the level of performance by the beneficiaries in the area of fisheries, crops, and livestock, as well as briquettes businesses, where the FAO has trained over 120 women in the sustainability program. The village head of Zabarmari and other elders of the community appreciated FAO and the SDC for the intervention programs and appealed for more support, as flood had ravaged most of their crops during the last rainy season. In addition to the environment and livelihood support to 3 insurgency-affected states, the organization also provides technical assistance to communities in the states with 3 of the 5 farmers-built schools in Borno, supporting improvement in all fields of rural agricultural practice. In Maiduguri, Kaigama Mustafa, NTA News.
With peace finally taking root in the once devastated communities in Nigeria's northeast sub-region, Managing Conflicts in Nigeria program has challenged development partners to consolidate and continue with peace-building initiatives for sustainable growth of the country. This was part of submissions during the end of program closeout for Managing Conflict in Nigeria, an initiative of the British Council with funding from European Union. The report. Since the wake of the decade-long Boko Haram insurgency that has threatened the survival of the people in the northeast Nigeria, Managing Conflicts in Nigeria (MCN), a peace initiative of the British Council with funding from the European Union, has continued to explore avenues of engaging stakeholders to help address the growing concern. Having achieved so many feats in funding peace programs, empowering women, supporting victims of sexual violence, establishment of sexual assault referral centers, building capacities of community-based organizations, partners and fast-tracking peace-building process in Borno State and Nigeria, the British Council has ended the conflict management program. Stakeholders from the representatives of the Chief Judge of Borno State, Attorney General and Commissioner of Justice, Commissioner of Women Affairs, Commissioner of Police, National Human Rights Commission, Nigerian Union of Journalists, NSCDC, NDLEA, traditional leaders, PACH, CSOs, people living with disability, among others, appreciated MCN, highlighting how it had impacted positively by creating synergy and contributed immensely to peace and security in the country. While presenting an impact report of the MCN, National Technical Lead of the program, Dr. Okoha Ukiyo, and the State Team Lead, Amin Buba Dibal, in addition to Program Manager Fatima Ibrahim Kida, thanked Borno State and Federal Government for the maximum support over the years, calling on the need for government to put more efforts in the de-radicalization program, investment in empowerment, and comprehensive development of Security Pillar 9 of the 25-year development plan of Borno. In Maiduguri, Umaru Kirawa, NTA News. Borno State Acting Attorney General and Commissioner of Justice, Barrister Hawa Abubakar, has received another honorary award of excellence from the Voice of Northern Nigeria Students Association. The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Barrister Garba Musa Chibok, received the award on behalf of the Commissioner while representing her on a courtesy visit by the students. Ijapari Joseph completes the report.
The Commissioner had expressed appreciation to the association for finding her worthy of the award and called on them to be patriotic, law-abiding citizens, play good leadership role, devoid corruption and other forms of immorality. The Secretary General Voice of Northern Nigeria Students, Muazzam Balamai Riga, said the association considered the numerous achievements of Barrister Hawa Abubakar in the areas of selfless service, humanitarian assistance and contributions to the development of students' affairs, hence the decision to present her with the Award of Excellence and Honor. Similarly, the Attorney General, also represented by the Permanent Secretary, had received the Vigilante Group of Nigeria, Borno State Branch, on a visit and assured them of the Ministry's readiness to partner and work closely with them, especially on legal matters. The Commissioner also promised to consider organizing workshops for the Vigilante Group to create awareness for them on the relevant laws guiding their activities and on problem of inadequate operational vehicles. She promised to take up the matter with government. The representative of the Commandant General Vigilante Group of Nigeria, Dr. Bala Adamu, said the purpose of the visit was to congratulate the Commissioner on her well-deserved appointment, discuss how to synergize and work together as partners in progress to ensure peace returns to Borno State. The Commissioner had also received Zaman Lafia Cooperative Society Group, led by its Secretary General, Abba Kyari, and promised to assist them work together for the success of their assignment. In Maiduguri, Japari Joseph, NTA News.
Senator representing Borno South, Mohammed Alindume, with the support of Shua Foundation for Health, has offered free medical services in Kirawa and Goshe communities in Goza local government. Abubakar Musa completes the report.
The team of Shua Foundation for Health, under the leadership of Engineer Bello Ali Shua, who has been known for supporting hard-to-reach communities, stamped Kirawa and Goshe communities, where it spent 5 days providing the services free of charge, courtesy of Senator Mohammed Ali Ndumi. The medical personnel, accompanied by ardent supporters of Dumi, assembled first at Kirawa as dozens of southern Borno constituents trooped to the venue with different kinds of health conditions, hoping to get basic relief. Medical services rendered by the foundation have actually met the quality standards in terms of primary and maternal health, neonatal, infant, child and adolescent health, as well as reproductive health and contraceptive services, among others. It was also a memorable intervention at Goshe community, as the joy of the residents knew no bound, owing to the provision of free medical services. All these are aimed at bringing succor to less privileged and displaced persons in line with Senator Mohammed Ali Ndume's commitment to the health care of his people. Speaking earlier, Commanding Officer, Multinational Joint Task Force, Brigadier General Achilles Legrand, commended the lawmaker's zeal and directed his medical personnel team to be part of the exercise. The community and religious leaders have showered praises to the former Senate leader and urged him to maintain the tempo, describing the exercise as first of its kind. In Maiduguri, Abubakar Musa, NTA News.
And now talking politics, All Progressives Congress, Borno State Campaign Council Committee on Clubs and Association has held its second meeting with a collective reassurance and determination by members to work for the victory of the party come 2023 general elections. The meeting was chaired by the APC Borno Deputy State Chairman 2, Garba Mulima. Yarwaya Umar completes the report.
Addressing the meeting, Chairman of the Subcommittee of Clubs and Association and APC State Deputy Chairman 2, Garba Mulima, reminded members about their responsibility to ensure victory of the party in the forthcoming general elections. Garba Mulima commended the members for their punctuality and demonstration of commitment, expressing optimism that with their sacrifice and determination, they will take the party to the next level.
For the members to have assignment, for the members to have sense of belonging, for the members to have effective participation. That is the reason why we divided ourselves into subcommittees.
According to him, election is fast approaching, hence the need for them to work tirelessly for the success of all APC candidates. Secretary of the committee, Modukolo Dunoma, announced the nomination of the subcommittee members to ease their assignment include Traders Association, Professional, Forum, Media, Non-Indigenous Cultural Clubs, among others. Other members of the committee promised to work for the progress of the party and the victory of Governor Zulum for second term. Chairman of the Subcommittee on Clubs and Associations, who is also APC Deputy State Chairman 2, Garba Mulima, had called on the people to collect their PBCs, which is in progress, as well as cast their ballots to all APC candidates.
Calling on our people to go out and collect the PPC and then vote massively for APC.
In Maiduguri, Yarwaya Omar, NTA News.
Muslim faithful have been charged to worship their Lord in all their undertakings. This was the central message of today's Friday sermon by Chief Imam of Bukar Abba Ibrahim Mosque, Gwani Abdurrahman Umar. Kegama Mustafa reports.
Imam enjoined worshippers continue to worship their lords while they are in good health and enjoying their lives, as well as design a timetable of worshiping in their respective houses. He urged worshippers to engage in righteous deeds, stressing that every minute is important in worshiping Allah, as such act of devotion for a period of 40 years will lead to protection from calamity of devil, leprosy and other diseases. The Imam quoted verses of the Holy Quran and Hadith of Tirmidhi, emphasizing on repentance of Muslim faithful to their Lord in all the activities and continue to be pious persons in their lives.
Idan mutum yana da shekara 50 a cikin ibada, Allah zai kiyaye shi, zai sa shi da cikin hisaban yasira. Idan ya rasu, Allah zai kira shi ya bayyana masa abubuwan da ya aikata, zai ce maka wannan hijab tsakanina da kai ba wanda zai gani, kai kayi kaza, kai kayi kaza, kai kayi kaza, ya ubangiji na nayi, to na gafarta maka, hisaban yasira kenan.
He prayed for the leaders from testing of faith by Allah and peaceful election come February 2023. In Maiduguri, Igama Mustafa, NTA News.
That has been the news at 7. Stay tuned for translated versions. I am Morikirawa.